Hello everyone, I am Ryuhime, and welcome to another episode of Grass Versus. Last time was a scouting run of red, this time is a scouting run of blue. Yes, there's a difference, and the rules are pretty much the same between the two we've already had. First up, I can only use grass types. HM Pokemon are required, can't use them in battle though. I'm only allowed to use 1 TM per Pokemon, and that's it. Otherwise, it's natural level up moveset. The only item I'm allowed in battle is Pokeballs, so no healing items. No glitches or exploits, so there's also that. And yeah, I will explain some more things later, but that's just the basic rules. And what am I expecting from this run in particular? Honestly, just more of the same from the first run, but probably a bit faster because we have a different Pokemon, and that's such a different team. So yeah, if you already know what that Pokemon is, you're gonna know it's gonna be probably a bit quicker just because of that. So anyways, let's get started. Alright, starting the run, and we choose Bulbasaur, obviously, and spam tackle to win. Yeah, it's gonna be more the same from the last runs, where we just grind and get Vine Whip and beat Brock. Easy enough, but I will mention one thing. I attempted the optional rival battle on the way, but quickly found out, no. Not possible, just sand attack everywhere. I'm not even going to bother with footage on that. It was just terrible. So anyways, on to Brock, who easily goes down to Vine Whip, as we all know. Just, what did you expect? Okay, now we're going on to the next gym, and of course, we pick up Paris. And all this is just more grinding. That's all there is to say here, just more grinding because we need to get Paris caught up. Because, yep, Rival's next. And if you remember last time, it was a bit scary, but that's why we're grinding a little more. Make it less scary. So anyways, here we are at the second rival battle, and you know how this goes, especially if you watched the last video. We start with Paris, stun sport, and scratch until Pidgeotto goes down, even with the sand attacks. Easy enough. Abra comes in, and we switch to Ivysaur so we can get a Leech Seed up, then switch back to Paris, spam Stun Spore until we get full health, and then scratch it down. Next up is Rattata, and, well, what do you know? 2 scratches take it down. That wasn't so bad. Charmander is last, and Paris uses Stun Spore to paralyze it, scratches it, but fails to get the KO, leaving Ivysaur to pick up the slack with one last Vine. Seriously, just like 1 HP? Is that all Charmander had left? But anyways, that's done. Let's go get Bellsprout. And yes, this time is Bellsprout. Not like the last time where I just wrote Bellsprout when I meant Oddish. It's actually Bellsprout. Hooray! And after a bit of grinding, Bellsprout takes on the next gym. Bellsprout puts Staryu to sleep, uses Growth twice, then Vine Whips for the KO. That's it. Starmie is out next, and I guess I didn't need to use those Growths, because 2 Vine Whips, and they both crit. Okay, easy enough. Here we are at the next rival battle, and nothing interesting happened while on the way here. Nothing at all. But here's what happened in the rival battle. Weaving Bells out first, and just grabs Pidgeotto until it's down to a sliver of HP, then Vine Whips it for the KO. Next up is Raticate, and Sleep Powder a couple times, then Vine Whip a couple times. Yeah, Raticate wasn't that bad at all. Next up is Kadabra, and we have Parasect this time. Yeah, Paris evolved, and dig for the KO. Last up is Charmeleon, and Parasect just easily takes the Ember and wins with a dig. Yeah, I should have just done this the first time. Speaking of doing things like that the first time, yeah, Parasect uses dig and takes out both Voltorb and Pikachu with no problem. Next up is Raichu, and Raichu goes first and plants a Growl. Oh, that's nice. And then we have to dig twice because of the dropped attack. Well, it was still easy, but okay. Alright, just gonna quickly touch up on Rock Tunnel here. I pretty much remember the path and just walked right through it. It's easy enough. And there's really nothing to worry about here other than maybe healing for the extra grinding. That's about it. Now, where is that next rival? Oh, right. 4th rival battle is here at Pokemon Tower, and Weepinbell starting us off and just wrapping Pidgeotto like last time, and then, yeah, Sleep Powder and Vine Whip for the KO, because, wanted to save on Wrap. But seriously, dude, you gonna keep using potions? Just out of nowhere? Okay. Execute is out next, and Yeah, no, Parasect just takes it out with 2 leech lives. I don't know what to tell you. Gyarados is out next, and we go back to Weepinbell, and it goes pretty much like you expect. Sleep it, use Growth 2 times, and then Vine Whip it. Then just Wrap because, yeah, why not? And, oh. Yeah, here's where I accidentally deleted Vine Whip for Acid, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna get Razor Leaf eventually. Next up is Kadabra, and yeah, Parasect just takes it out with Leech Life. What do you expect here? Last out is Charmeleon, and yeah, you know this is coming. It's Dig. Hi, Charmeleon. Easy fight. Okay, while we're traveling through the Team Rocket hideout, let me just touch on the quick little key differences between Oddish and Bellsprout. As you noticed before, Bellsprout has growth, Oddish does not. And honestly, there's another key difference coming up that works in Weepinbell's favor, which will eventually be Victreebel. It's a move that Ivysaur gets real quick. In fact, we're going to show that move off right now. We're at the first Giovanni fight, and yeah, Ivysaur just uses Razor Leaf for the win. I'm not sure what else to tell you. Onix goes down, Rhyhorn goes down, Kangaskhan takes 2 Razor Leaves, but no, this is why Victreebel is amazing. Razor Leaf, the best move in Gen 1, for grass types anyways. But yeah, now it's time to go do something slightly different this run. Instead of taking on Erica immediately, we're going to catch Execute and train that a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to use Erica to train Execute, and it's going to be great. Don't worry about it. It's just something I wanted to try first for this run. After a quick grind, we're here at the Erica battle, and yeah, Execute just takes out Victreebel with 2 Psychics. Tangela comes out, and Weepinbell goes in and takes it out with 2 Acids after putting it to sleep. Last up is Vileplume, and yeah, 2 Psychics for the win on this one. Ah, man, this hurts. Just because, why are you so easy? No, seriously. Speaking of easy, we're here at Koga. Koffing goes down to a quick Psychic. Easy, easy. Bug is out next, and Parasect didn't do so well. Got poisoned, put Bug to sleep, got 1 Leech Life off, then went down to Sludge. You can't handle poison, can you, bud? Next up is Weepinbell, and Weepinbell takes down Muck through Wrap, Sleep Powder, and Acid just because I'm trying to get some defense drops here. But, whatever works. Koffing 2 is out now, and Execute takes it down with Psychic. Weezing is Koga's last Pokemon, and it goes down just like the Koffings, pretty much. Hypnosis lands, and 2 Psychics for the win. Easy, right? Yeah, remember how we got stuck here last time? Not this time. I made sure to grind first. So anyways, Pidgeot's up first, and Victreebel puts it to sleep, Body Slams it, puts it back to sleep, lands an Acid, and KOs it with a Body Slam. Execute is out next, and you know the drill. Parasect, Spore, Leech Life. Why Execute? Our rival sends out Gyarados next, and we send out Venusaur. Leech Seed, Razor Leaf, and keep on using that Razor Leaf, which was what, maybe 2-3 times? And Gyarados goes down. Next up is Alakazam, and you know the drill. Parasect, Leech Life, it's gone. Yeah, that's how Parasect works. Last up is Charizard, and Execute puts it to sleep with Hypnosis, and then uses Psychic for the win. Now let's go get our Tangela. Yeah, Tangela decided to be a little finicky today and just not want to get caught as easily, but what happened? Whatever. So anyways, Giovanni. Okay, I decided to do something a little different for the second Giovanni counter, and that would be, let's see how Tangela does. And after missing Stun Spore, I decide, nah, let's just let Victreebel Body Slam it twice. Bye, Nidorino. Next up is Kangaskhan and Razor Leaf. Not much else to say. Rhyhorn is out next, and bye, Rhyhorn. Absorb just wins this one. Finally, it's Nidoqueen, and after testing an Absorb, I switch over to Victreebel and Body Slam, Razor Leaf, miss the first one, Razor Leaf, and Body Slam for the win. Yeah, Giovanni's still easy. Yeah, we're taking a slight detour to the Fighting Dojo just because experience points, but we already know how Sabrina's gonna go. It's Parasect time as we're here up against Sabrina. Kadabra goes down to a Slash after being put to sleep, and so does Mr. Mime, but it takes a second Slash, but hey, easy enough still. Venomoth is out next, and Execute takes it out with just 2 quick Psychics. Sabrina sends out her final Pokemon, Alakazam, and yeah, Spore to put it to sleep, and Slash 2 times for the victory. I don't think we needed Leech Life that entire battle just because none of them decided to actually attack Parasect. What the heck? Now it's time for what should be the hardest gym, but isn't. It's time for Fighting Blaine, and first up is Tangela, paralyzing Growlithe with Stun Spore, binding it. Oh hey, look, there's a Super Potion. And after missing Bind again and getting burned, yeah, Tangela just goes down after trying to bind Growlithe. That burn just took too much. Victorvilla's out next and Body Slams Growlithe for the KO. Ponyta's next and, yep, Sleep Powder and 2 Body Slams handle it. Rapidash is next, and after putting to sleep and body slamming it, we win that one. Blaine's last Pokemon is Arcanine, and we send out Parasect. Sounds crazy, but bear with me. After surviving an Ember, Parasect puts Arcanine to sleep, slashes a couple times, oh look, another Super Potion, and then uses Dig 2 times for the win just because Blaine threw out another Super Potion. 3 Super Potions. Blaine, are you okay? It's like he was trying to actually win, but just couldn't. Oh well, Giovanni time. Time for the final Giovanni fight, and I don't think anyone's surprised by this. Venusaur takes out Rhyhorn and Dugtrio with Razor Leaf, easily enough. Giovanni's next 2 Pokemon are Nidoqueen and Nidoking. I send out Tangela on Nidoqueen for only the first turn just to get extra experience points, and then switch to Execute, who takes both of them out with Psychic. I don't know what to tell you besides expected. Rhydon is out last, and Tangela just uses Absorb 3 times for the win. Now let's go ahead and grind because, yeah, I still remember that I need to be at level 50 before I take on the next rival battle. Alright, here we are, the second to last rival battle, and you guessed it, we're all level 50. First up is Pidgeot, and we use Stun Spore until we land it, and then bind it until Tangela faints, and there was a potion in there somewhere. Come on, man. Victorville comes out and uses Acid once to land the knockout. Rhyhorn is out next, and Razor Leaf, done. Execute is here, and it's time for Parasect to do what it does best. Spore and Leech Life by Execute. Gyarados is out next, and I send out Venusaur to use Toxic and Razor Leaf until Gyarados goes down. I will note that there's a reason why I didn't use Leech Seed here. I will circle back to this during the last battle, but trust me, there's a very good reason why I didn't do that. Anyways, our rival sends out Alakazam, and hey, Parasect is back, puts us to sleep with Spore, and then slashes twice for that knockout. Charizard is our rival's last Pokemon, and Executor, go ahead, put it to sleep, use Psychic twice, and that's the victory. Yeah, that's it. Now we just gotta get through Victory Road, and then the Elite Four. Alright, here's just a quick view of all the stats and moves, just everything before the Elite Four, but I think we know what's gonna happen right now. Ready? Alright, first up, we have Lorelei, who sends out Dewgong. Victorville is our first Pokemon for this battle, and after putting Dewgong to sleep, Razor Leaf and Acid by Dewgong. Next is Cloyster, and first time we miss a Razor Leaf. Ah, man. But the second Razor Leaf takes it out. Well, that was easy. Lorelei's third Pokemon is Slowbro, and I send out Executor. Executor puts to sleep, then Solar Beams once for the KO. Jinx is up next, and I send out Parasect because I need to see if it's possible, and it is! Parasect survives an Ice Punch, puts Jinx to sleep, then uses Leech Life and faints. Well, that was bad sleep luck. Anyways, Victorvello's out and then just misses Sleep Powder until it gets knocked out, too. Oh man, come on. I send out the other V in this team, Venusaur, and Razor Leaf twice for the KO. Wow, Jinx, come on. Lorelei's last Pokemon is Lapras, and Sleep Powder and Solar Beam. One shot. Alright, on to Bruno. Okay, here's Bruno, and his first Pokemon is Onix, which Tangela just beats by using Absorb. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Bruno's next 2 Pokemon are Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, and Executor just uses Psychic to KO them both. Sure, there's a Thunder Punch and a High Jump Kick in there somewhere, but it didn't do much damage. Bruno sends out another Onix, and Tangela takes that down too with an Absorb. Bruno sends out his last Pokemon, Machamp. Tangela takes it down slowly but surely with the combination of Stun Spore, Bind, Absorb, and Mega Drain. But it did get a little scary there because it actually landed Submission. Didn't know how to expect that much damage. So yeah, next, Alright, it's Agatha time, and we start with Gengar versus Exeggutor. One Psychic doesn't KO Gengar, so I set up Leech Seed, try to put Gengar to sleep, and save Psychic power points by using Solar Beam. It works. Golbat comes out next, uses Confuse Ray, and gets hit by Psychic. That's all it did. As Agatha sends out Haunter, I send out Parasect because I don't want to keep confusion. Parasect uses Spore, but gets confused in the process. And after hitting itself 3 times, Parasect eventually lands another Spore, uses Leech Life twice, and then digs for the final hit because I am done with this. Man, that was terrible. Speaking of terrible, Arbok comes out and paralyzes Parasect as we put to sleep with Spore. Not wanting to deal with paralysis, I switch to Exeggutor and take it out with Psychic. Agatha sends out her second Gengar, and after getting hit with Toxic and failing to land Sleep Powder 2 times, Sleep Powder finally puts Gengar to sleep, and then we land a crit to take it out. Why didn't I just use Psychic? Final member of the Elite Four, it's Lance. Victreebel versus Gyarados is first, and Victreebel puts Gyarados to sleep, uses Razor Leaf, puts it back to sleep, Body Slam, Razor Leaf, Acid, by Gyarados. Dragonair is next, and I send out Tangela, and there's a reason for it, I'll get to it later. And yeah, this is how it goes. Paralyze Dragonair, use Absorb and Mega Drain to test the damage a bit, then just bind it for the KO. There was a Hyper Potion in there, and Agility made Dragonair faster than Tangela, even paralyzed. That got scary. The second Dragonair is out next, and Spore and Slash from Parasect take it down. Ooh boy, get out a little crazy there. Lance sends out Aerodactyl next, and go Victreebel. Sleep Powder, dodge a Hyper Beam, and Razor Leaf for the KO. That's it. Lance sends out his final Pokemon, Dragonite. I send out Venusaur, set up Toxic, switch to Parasect, and Parasect immediately gets knocked out by Hyper Beam. That's not good. Next up is Tangela, who uses Bind until it can't do anything else. Uh-oh, we're getting close here. I send out my last Pokemon for this battle, which is Exeggutor, who takes a Hyper Beam and just lands Psychic for the win. Yeah, got scary without using Lance's good AI against him. But anyways, I'll explain that later. Now it's champion time. Here we are at the champion battle against our rival, Fire. First up is Pidgeot, and we send out Tangela to use Stun Spore and use Bind as much as it can until Tangela goes down to a critical hit from Sky Attack. Talk about overkill. Next up is Venusaur, who uses Leech Seed and Razor Leaf until bye-bye Pidgeot. That's kind of rough. Ooh. Next up is Alakazam, and yeah, standard Parasect behavior here. Spore and Leech Life. Bye Alakazam. Our rival sends out Rhydon next, and it just goes down to a Razor Leaf from Venusaur. Next, our rival sends out Exeggutor and Spore, Leech Life, which crit 2 times, by the way, by Exeggutor. Our rival's second to last Pokemon is Gyarados, and I think you know this song and dance now. Sleep Powder, Body Slam. Sleep Powder, Body Slam, and Razor Leaf when it's within range. I decided to keep Victreebel in because I want to test something. Charizard comes out, lands Fire Blast, Victreebel survives, but misses Sleep Powder, and then faints to Fire Spin. Yeah, that wasn't good. Next we send out Exeggutor, who survives Fire Blast and misses Sleep Powder. Well, great. That's pretty much the run now, because Charizard's just going to sweep the team, which it does. Well, fortunately, I saved right before the champion battle, because I knew it was possible. So, from the top, I know you guys aren't going to believe this, because I still don't believe this. And what do I mean? Just look at this. First up is Pidgeot versus Tangela, and Stun Spore and Bind. And so far, Tangela's surviving. That's crazy. That's crazy enough already, and then it runs out of Bind. Uh-oh. What? With no other options left, Mega Drain, Sky Attack misses, and then I just keep using Mega Drain, and Pidgeot just, I don't know what to tell you. It just decides to stay paralyzed fully until Tangela wins. Way to go, Tangela! Next up is Alakazam, and you know this song and dance by now. Spore, Leech Life, and then I decided to go for Spore and Slash instead of just Slash. Maybe I was just being cautious, but either way, Alakazam goes down. Next up is Rhydon, and Tangela just destroys it with Absorb and Mega Drain. Not much to say. Exeggutor is out next, and Parasect flinches from getting hit by Stomp, gets put to sleep by Hypnosis, and then faints to Barrage. Well, I guess Parasect wasn't as much of a surefire win as we all thought. But anyways, I send out Venusaur, land Toxic, and tackle whenever I can, but it's already too late. Not for us, no. For Exeggutor, because Toxic damage builds and takes it out while Venusaur is still asleep. Hooray! 2 more Pokemon to go. Our rival sends out Gyarados. We send out Victreebel. Victreebel puts Gyarados to sleep, uses Acid a few times, lands a Razor Leaf, gets it down to a Sliver, and then uses Acid one more time for the KO. Yeah, I can't believe it was that close on that one either. But anyways, just like last time, I decided to keep Victreebel in because I think, you know what, I can do this like this, and immediately get trapped by Fire Spin and faint because Fire Spin crits the second time it traps Victreebel. Thanks, Charizard! Next up is Exeggutor, who survives Fire Blast, lands Sleep Powder, uses Psychic, gets the special defense drop, and lands Psychic one last time, netting the victory and the end of this run. Oh man, that battle was crazy. So, yeah. Some notes here. I know I said I was going to explain some things later, and now we are. First up, we're going to talk about Toxic here, and how Toxic interacts with Leech Seed. It's crazy because I tested this on wild Pokemon, that way it doesn't affect the run itself. I just need to see what it does. So what happens is, you use Toxic, it does its usual 1/16 and growing damage. But when you attach Leech Seed, that counter takes a second time. So, in simpler terms, it goes like this. Toxic, 1/16. Turn 2, we have Toxic and Leech Seed up. So Toxic does its thing, so it's 2/16, or 1/8. Leech Seed does its thing, which is 3/16 now. Wait, it's copying Toxic damage? Yes, it is! And it also heals more. The third turn goes by, and Toxic goes for 4/16, 1/4, and 5/16 from Leech Seed, and the opponent's basically dead at this point. They only have 1/16 of their total HP left, which you probably already took out with, like, Tackle or something. Yeah, that's why I didn't use that. It's just absurd, and it's a glitch. We all know that, because they fixed it later. Next, Lance's good AI, which is shared by basically every gym leader, or important battle. How it works is simple. The AI will always choose the move that is super effective, even if it doesn't do damage. So, how this works is, when you have a poison type against Lance, and this is probably the most infamous example, Lance will do nothing but spam Agility and Barrier with his Dragonair and Dragonite, letting you do just whatever to take it out. And you could just do whatever. I mean that. Set up Toxic, set up Leech Seed, and just wait. No joke, that's what happened in the Red Run, but at the same time, it was just to show this is what would happen if you do it this way. Okay, am I forgetting something? Alright, who would I consider the most valuable Pokemon this run? Honestly, that might go to Victreebel, but at the same time, Exeggutor is just way too good with that. So is Parasect, actually. But I think things are going to change with the next run. And the next run is Red version again, but this time, the stricter rules are in. And by that I mean, no TMs whatsoever are allowed. So, there's that, and set mode is going to be in. So, look forward to that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for joining me. Until next time, later everyone.